strange-looking woman stepped out of the crowd. Moments later, she morphed into a horrifying creature with massive wings. What was unsettling was that everyone around them acted like they couldn't see her. A boy watched the monster closing in and instinctively backed away. Just then, it leapt into the air and took flight. The boy panicked, stumbled, and hit the ground. The creature swooped down, landing cleanly as it moved in for the kill, but it froze, glancing down as a searing pain ripped through its stomach. Only then did it realize the boy's blade had already run it through. A heartbeat later, the monster disintegrated into ash. The boy could see the monster because there are many human-god hybrids in this world. From an early age, demigods can see the hidden world beyond the mist. Percy was one of them. He'd been spotting creatures that didn't belong in the human world since he was a kid, and every time he tried to tell someone, they laughed him off. So he started sketching the monsters instead, keeping the truth to himself. That day, Percy's school went on a trip to a museum devoted to the gods. A girl in his class started harassing him again. Meanwhile, Mr. D scolded Percy for making noise. Percy tried to talk back, but the girl just mocked him harder. David finally snapped and told them to shut it.
When you're ready to hear what the gods have in store for you, they'll tell you.
Afterward, David handed Percy a pen and warned him to keep it close. At lunch, the girl came looking for trouble again. This time, Percy wasn't going to put up with it. He stepped forward only to be shoved into the fountain by an invisible force.
Percy, push me!
Still trying to make sense of it, Percy felt the pen in his pocket shake violently. Then a creepy voice seemed to whisper through the air. And then came the scene from earlier. Mr. D, turning into a giant bat-like monster. It demanded to know where Percy had it and dove straight at him. At the last second, the pen transformed into a sword and drove into the creature's heart. Percy barely made it out alive. But when Percy came to and told David what he'd seen, David claimed there was never any Mr. D, no such teacher existed at all. Because of the earlier incident, Percy was hauled in and questioned by the school board. He swore he hadn't pushed anyone, yet Grover, usually his closest friend, suddenly turned on him and backed the accusation.
Percy had told me earlier in the day that he wanted to get back at Nancy for all she'd done to us. Grover?
Are you saying you saw Mr. Jackson assault Miss Boba Fett?
Yes, I did.
The fallout was bad enough that the school expelled Percy. Back home, his mother finally told him the truth about who he was. Percy was a demigod, half human, half god. And demigods aren't safe in the mortal world. The older they get, the more monsters they draw in. Percy was shaken. He'd always assumed the things he saw meant something was wrong with him. Right then, Grover burst in and warned that danger was closing fast. Percy stared in disbelief. Grover's lower half had become goat legs and hooves. There was no time for explanations. His mother shoved them into the car and floored it.